Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tayler Yarish Show. This is for Monday the 24th, I believe. How's it going? What's going on? Guys, I have a huge zit on my forehead. It's okay. What can you do about it? Absolutely nothing. We're just going to roll with the punches, you know? Woke up the other day, huge zit on the forehead. They just pop out of nowhere, you know? And it's been a real struggle because when these things happen, I like to just let them be. And my girlfriend wants to pop the shit out of it. Because popping pimples, you know, it's so interesting. She wants to pop the ones that are on my face. However, if I show her a Dr. Pimple Popper video, she runs for the hills, you know, because I don't know if it's just because they're more extreme. This is like a baby one, even though you could probably see it on my forehead. Dude, I love the Dr. Pimple Popper videos. I love them. I like seeing them explode. I like the one where they have huge mounds in the neck and they fucking take a little knife and then it's just like, you know, it's like a fucking tremor coming out of the neck. Those are the best. I don't know how you can't, you know, it's not blood. I get if you have an issue with blood, but it's not blood. It's just pus or whatever it is, dude. I don't know. I think I have something on my neck in the back that, you know, she could probably take a cut to. I've had a bump on the back of my neck since high school. I don't know what it is. I've never got it looked at, but it's a small bump. You know, it's just kind of there. And it's never been an issue. Anytime I've ever gotten my hair cut, back when I had hair, you know, nobody said, hey, what the fuck is this bump? You know, people just see it's a bump, and it's a bump. And we just keep it moving, you know? Yeah, I don't know. It just popped up in high school one day. MRSA was going around. My buddy got MRSA, and then he was like ostracized from the school. It was MRSA or mono. Are they the same thing? He got one of them. I don't know, but he was like the sick kid in school. And what is mono again? It's like a type of herpes or something. What is mono? What is mono? Mononucleosis. Called the kissing disease. My boy was getting around. Virus is called mono. Is mono serious? It's not serious. It improves without treatment. Fatigue, body. Yeah, but how do you get it? Mononucleosis. I don't know. Why do they call it the kissing? How is it caused? Here we go. Spread through saliva. You can get it through kissing. Glands, food, whatever. You know, he had mono or MRSA. I think MRSA is a worse one. MRSA. What is MRSA? Is it MRSA? Is that what it is? Bacteria. How serious is MRSA? Some can be light-threatening. I think he had MRSA. That was the one where everyone was like, stay the fuck away from me. That was the first COVID, you know? And he still went to school. You could catch MRSA, I think, through the air, or if it's the same shit with the particles, if he spits on you or something, then you could get it. No one gave a shit. What can you do? You know, I haven't got COVID. I'm immune to it, as we all know. Dude, I've been around so many people who have been positive, like a day later, haven't gotten it. So, I don't know. Your boy's just strong. What can you do? I have some kind of protection against COVID, you know. Even, like, I know people who got 9 booster shots and they still get fucking COVID. Dude, I got the OG vaccine back in, like, March 2021 when they were still, you know, they didn't even know what it was. They were just, you know, liquefying Tylenol and shooting it in your arm. And that's what I got. And it's worked, okay? Maybe it's just my mentality. Maybe I just believe that I won't get it, and therefore I don't get it, you know? But everyone else, they think that they're not going to get it because they got the 9 boosters, and then boom. Your immune system thinks it's off the hook, whereas mine, it's always got its fucking guard up. It's just anxious as shit. And so it's just looking for something, you know? My immune system is like the orange M&M. Rest in peace. I don't know if you heard that. They're changing the M&Ms to be more inclusive and progressive and woke or something like that. I mean, you have to read this article. It's a joke. It's The Onion. If you haven't seen this, basically the M&Ms are their characters are gonna get changed to be for a more progressive, woke future or whatever. So all the characters that you know and love and don't really give a shit about and no one ever cared about, they're all going to change because, they're just, I don't know, they're maybe offensive in some way. So you got the orange M&M. He's the anxious one, because he's afraid of being eaten. Logical fear, if you ask me. Now he's going to accept his anxiety. He's going to accept it for he's going to accept it for who he is, And listen, if I get eaten, so be it. I await sweet death with open arms. I'm okay. It's okay that I'm anxious. I'm going to be on fucking Zoloft and I'm taking medication and it's totally fine. He's the only M&M that has a rational, his fear is rational. They should all be they should all be the orange M&M. They should all be in fear for their life because I will eat you, And then you got the red M&M who, is like the bully of the group who pushes everybody around, but now he's going to be nicer to his M&M friends, which I don't think you should do because, listen, bullies exist. Even amongst your tightest circle of friends. You have, if you have a tight circle of friends, one of them is probably a little bit of a bully. One of them's probably an asshole, but it's all in jest, It's all in jest. I thought the M&Ms taught us that you can be friends with different kinds of people. You can be friends with an anxious one, and then he's friends with like an asshole, and they give each other shit, but they're still friends. And then you got Miss Green, who is, can no longer be, she's the M&M that the other M&Ms wanna bang. She's the sexualized M&M, which it's like, if you look into it, yeah, why are we sexualizing the M&M? Because who cares? Because who gives a shit, right? We anthropomorphize shit all the time, and we have to sexualize everything in this goddamn culture. It's the only way we sell stuff, Yes. Are we using sex to sell M&Ms? Yes. Is it working? Yes. Okay? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't mean, just because you're sexualizing an M&M doesn't mean anyone's going home and whacking off to Miss Green. She's the green M&M. I think the only one with Miss is the brown M&M. But it's, it's like, it's just, she's feminine. She's a female M&M, whatever. But now she's like, she doesn't have heels anymore or boots. Now she's got like sneakers or whatnot. Miss Brown is the one who has the M&M, and she's kind of like the sassy one of the group who like can't be bothered, She's like, oh my God, she's the smart one. She's so above these fucking doofus M&Ms. She's, on her high horse or whatever, and she likes to wear some fucking heels to the office. And that's fine. No one's ever had a problem with that. But now Miss Brown's heels will be lowered to an appropriate workplace level. Okay? The boss pulled her in the office and said, listen, Brown, heels are too high, all right? Your heels are too high. You're giving the blue M&M, a hard-on in the break room, okay? And it's really distracting for everyone here. And by the way, this is not a joke, by the way. This is 100% what is in the article. It was what was released from Mars Incorporated, that her heels will be lowered to an appropriate level. I'm pretty sure that's a direct quote. You can't make this shit up. There were some other ones about the other fucking M&Ms, but again, here's my take on this. Here's what I think this is all about. Put the tinfoil hat on. I think they put this out knowing that people would freak the fuck out, and then they're going to do what I'm doing and everybody's talking about it. So you're getting the whole fucking country to talk about M&Ms for a couple days, and you're putting M&Ms into our minds. So the next time you're walking through Walgreens or whatever and you're checking out to get your herpes medication, you're at the front and you see the M&Ms and you're like, oh, M&Ms. And then you buy the M&Ms. That's what I think. Because I think in a world where everything is, we have a 24-hour news cycle, anything that happened 36 hours ago, we don't even care about anymore, Does anyone even remember the fucking volcano that happened in Hunga Dunga Dunga? No. We've moved on, okay? Good luck. Good luck with the volcanic ash. We're moving on to M&Ms. That's what we're pissed about today. So I think they did that just as a little blurb because they know no one's gonna fucking care in a little bit of time. And then who knows if they even make the change? They could reel it back. They could reel it back if once they see the blowback. But the damage has been done. Any publicity is good publicity, And so they knew this was going to rile some people up. And then they also knew some people were going to be on board. I want to meet those people. I want to meet the people who were like, yes, finally the M&Ms will be more progressive and woke. We've had this problem for too long, okay? Miss Green has been sexualized for too long. The orange M&M, his anxiety, it's just what kind of message are we sending to our kids? That the orange M&M is anxious. He needs to accept his anxiety. They said that the orange M&M was the one that related most. That's the one that the Gen Z. That doesn't make any sense. The Gen Z. The orange M&M is the one that Gen Z relates most to. Which, who is doing that research? Like, how, you know what I mean? Where did they come? I want to know where they came up with that data. Who is like, you know what I'm going to tackle today? Let's investigate which M&M Gen Z relates with most. Dude, I didn't even know I related with a specific M&M most. I'm a millennial. I couldn't tell you which M&M I relate with most. You know what? I grew up in the 90s. You know which M&M I relate with most? Slim Shady. That's who. That's who I related with most, okay? Blaring music in the basement, while I clean my room. That's the only M&M that I really felt like I got in touch with. I wasn't laying in my room at night being like, I wonder if the blue M&M feels the same way I do about high school, The fuck are they talking about? It's the one that Gen Z relates with most. Why? Because Gen Z is the most anxious generation because they don't, talk to each other face to face and they don't play outside anymore. They sit inside on their phone and scroll TikTok and try to get millions of followers. Is that the reason? Is that the only, everybody on, in Gen Z has to have some sort of ailment. They're all anxious. They all have, bipolar anxiety disorder. They all have some kind of fucking thing. Nobody can just be a kid anymore. They all got to be hopped up on Ritalin or God knows what because the orange M&M. It's a bad influence. He needs to accept himself, It's because they're all they're growing up with social media. Of course they're going to be anxious and all that shit, They're putting on 9 filters and dude, the filters are getting out of hand. I don't really, I don't post a lot of selfies online, but like sometimes I'll fuck around with and I'll just like scroll through some of the filters, and some of them it's just like, dude, they literally, I mean, I'm not saying anything new here. The filters change your face, but like, there's definitely people out there who only post shit with filters, and yeah, it's going to be a problem because eventually you got to put the phone down and you got to look at yourself in the mirror. And you got to look, and you know what? You may not like it. And then that's why you got fucking 14-year-olds getting Botox now and lip injections, and they want to move the fat from their calf to their ass, and then they want to do that. Dude, it's fucking weird. It's weird how like a high schooler looks now versus like when I was in high school, Like they're all trying to just be dolled up and shit. It's fucking weird. Anyway, I got blisters on me fingers. I've been trying to learn how to play guitar. I've been practicing, and when I say that, I mean it's been 2 days. And my fingers hurt. I'm trying to pick it up, man. I'm trying to pick guitar back up. I tried to learn when I was a young lad, but I just couldn't stick with it. I was an undisciplined little fuck, and my hands hurt all the time because they were tiny, and I couldn't get my fingers around the neck to to put the thing, and I just, I didn't have the discipline to just sit there and just strum one chord for an hour. But that's how you learn shit, I'm an older lad now, and I'd like to think that if I practice real hard, I could learn some shit. I want to learn how to play an instrument. I want to be able to just like walk into a party or something, not that I go to parties, but just like pick up a guitar and be like, oh, this whole thing. It'll be many years before I can do a biddle, but I wanna learn, You could just like, I just listen to, you just listen to songs like, man, I wish I could fucking play that. I wish I could just pick it up and be like, oh, what are the chords to that? Yeah. I want to have a skill. Dude, I got no skills. Don't have many skills. What's my skill? I can solve a Rubik's Cube. Is that a skill? Not one that you can really apply anywhere. But I know how to solve one of these. That's it. That's what I can do. And I learned how to do that in high school, and it was pretty painful because all you got to do to solve this, it's just you memorize a bunch of different algorithms. And I just, went online and I wrote them all down on a piece of paper, and then I brought them into school and I would practice them at lunch because I was fucking cool, dude. Okay? While all the jocks and everybody was sitting at the table, eating their chicken poppers, laughing it up, having a good time, I was practicing a skill that I knew would get me far in the future. I was practicing how to do a Rubik's Cube. Okay? Was I that kid? Yes, I was. But you know what? Those kids, they don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube now. Or maybe they do. Maybe they learned. I don't know. But I wasn't, nobody like actually, if I was a kid, if I was like a character in an 80s movie or in a fucking early 2000s movie, and I was the kid in high school trying to solve, then like a bully would come up and be like, nerd, and then they'd like high five and shit, That never happens. That's not, bullies don't actually say stuff like that. I've never liked bullies in movies because they never nail it. They never say what bullies actually say, It's always some kid in like a leather jacket who's like, give me your lunch money. That's not what bullies say, okay? They say specific shit to get at you, and you don't even know you're being bullied, They'll just be like, dude, why do you slouch at the urinal? They say specific stuff where you're like, shut up, There were no bullies in my school that threw kids into lockers. That's not a thing. Lockers are not big enough. I was a small dude. You couldn't shove a whole human into the lockers. Dude, how big are your lockers at your school? You could fit a couple binders in there maybe. You're not fitting a whole goddamn human in there. I don't know. No, but there were no like stereotypical bullies like that. Kate and I were watching, we watched half of A Walk to Remember this morning. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's early 2000s movie, and it's just the way that they portray high schoolers, like all the guys and then the girls, and shut up, Dave. What? Like, it's just so over the top. You know what I mean? And then there's like the bad boy and the fucking, he's got the jean jacket or whatever, Was like, is there any actual like kid like that in high school? Maybe I don't remember it well enough, or maybe just at my school or in other parts of the country, those types of people actually exist, but not in my school, Yes, in my high school, you had, quote unquote, the jocks, the kids that played football, and they were the popular kids, and they They got the most attention from the ladies or whatnot. But I wish you could look ahead in the future at those people and be like, you know what? Those are the people that are never going to leave this fucking place. You know? Like, I go home now and I see some people from high school and I'm just like, thank God I didn't try to be you. You know? Thank God I wasn't trying to be the fucking cool kid. Dude, if you peaked in high school, you're a loser. Dude, who peaks? Who peaks in high school? There's some people. I know people who I'm like, this was definitely, you're on cloud 9 right now. You know, you walking out at the fucking pep rally all jacked and just stoked, you know? Fucking king of the world. You don't want to peak in high school. You know, your body's going through all the changes and whatnot. You're emotional all the time. You can't drive yet. Or maybe you're learning how to drive. Like, that's a terrible time to peak. You know, you want to peak in, like, your mid-30s when you can do all this shit. Because that's what peaking... Like, if you're peaking in high school, it doesn't mean, like, you've got, you know, you're successful, you got some money and a good relationship, and you know, you got a good group of friends, and you're able to do what you want and follow your dreams and all that shit. That's what that means when you peak at that time. When you peak in high school... It means you walk down the hallway with your chin up high, you know? It means you get the most fist bumps in the hallway. That's what that means. You sit at the preferred lunch table, you know? It means when you go to homecoming and you guys do the pictures beforehand, you're like right up there in the middle, you know? Dude, remember homecoming pictures? If you went to homecoming, you know, you all like... There were a couple ways that you did pictures. In, like, when you went to homecoming, there were a couple ways you did pictures. You either, someone had a stairwell in their house, right? Someone had a stairwell that was, like, it went up and it kind of curved a little bit, and then everyone kind of, like, you lined up on the stairs with your date, and you kind of just held them on the hips, you know? And it was height order. It's so goofy. Or... You were in the front of the house, and you were just in one long straight line, you know, and everybody just, again, leaning to the same side, hands on hips, you know? Oh, it was so fucking awkward. I hated the fucking pictures. I hated the dances. Dude, I never liked going with a person, you know? Like, it sounds ridiculous and like I'm making an excuse, like I couldn't get a date to the dance. And maybe that's true. I often didn't ask anybody. I was like, no, I just want to fucking go to the date. I was like, I'm trying to be a clown here, you know? It felt weird to, like, I'll go to the dance. I'm like, with a date, you know? Now I'm like, I gotta be, I'm fucking tied to this chick the whole night, you know what I mean? I was just, you know, and maybe I couldn't get a date, huh? Maybe I couldn't. But that's okay, because I was the most free at the dance. I could just fucking walk in, you know? Dude, walk into the center of the dance floor. I don't give a shit. I'll grind up on anybody. I'll grind up on anybody, dude. You know? I'll walk into the, like when the girls have their own dance center, I'll fucking walk right up in the middle of there. I don't give a shit. You know? Dude, I was free. You know, I went to a dance with a person a few times. I went to one with went to prom with a date. You know, I feel like you gotta go to prom with a date, whatever. I asked a girl in the fucking dumbest way. Like, I went to Chipotle with this girl, and I was like, I know I'm gonna ask her here, but I don't know how I'm gonna ask her. I got a drink cup, right? I took it into the bathroom and I wrote prom ? On it. And then I filled it up with like a soda and I brought it back to the seat. And so I was sitting there and we're having lunch. and I have a cup in front of me, and it says prom question mark, but it's facing me. And then at no specific time during our conversation, like it wasn't a pivotal point or like it was brought up, and I was like, by the way, I think we were just like, oh my God, I know Miss Jones' math class. It's fucking, she's so difficult, the amount of homework she gives. And then I just spun the cup and waited for her to see it. And she was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then, and then she said yes. But here's why I think she said yes. She said yes because this girl went to a different school. She transferred schools. And so she had a lot of friends that went to my school still. So she needed a fucking ticket in to the school, So she was kind of like this free agent on the outside that none of the other dudes in my school even thought of. They're like, oh, ask a chick at a different school. I didn't even know you could do that. So I was kind of playing outside the league a little bit. So whatever. I think that's why she went to prom with me. But you know what happened then? Your boy fucking was prom king, okay? And I know you're probably like, how were you prom king? And I'll tell you how I was prom king, okay? Because I played all sides. I was a fucking politician in high school, okay? Did I have some friends on the football and the lacrosse team and the soccer team? Yeah, I went with them a little bit. And then I hung out with the drama kids because I did fucking theater in high school because your boy did plays, okay? So I hung out with them a little bit, mixing in both parties. And then I did the morning announcements. I joined the morning announcements team and I got on air, and every day my face was on television telling the announcements to the whole school. So I got the most airtime. Dude, I was like fucking Trump in high school. Just airtime. Just getting in your head, Just keep saying my name out there. Good morning. My name's Tayler Yarish. Have a good day. I've been Tayler Yarish. Enjoy math class. Next day. Good morning. I'm Tayler Yarish. Look at my fucking face. Remember it, dude. So then there you go. 6 months later, the ballots come out. Who are you going to vote for prom? And then you just, the kids who are like, I don't even know any of these people. Oh, wait, I recognize his name. Dude, that's why people vote for shit. You think I know who city council is of New York? No, but if I've seen your name once on a sign, yeah, I'll give you a vote. So that's how I won. Because like I said, I played all sides. You have the football people who, some of them are going to vote for, because it was like me. You had the quarterback, obviously. You had the kid on the football team who, like, everybody loves, That's the guy you, like, bring home to your mom. He was, like, the sweetest guy ever. And then you had, like, just a couple randos in there. But I was the dark horse, dude. Because I got all the drama kids. All the drama, all the band kids, because they fucking hated the football players. So even if I got a spite vote, I got the vote, And then I got the people, all the people on the morning announcements team. And then I got the middle of America who just was like throwing a vote out there. I got the people who were like, what? We have to do this? All right. Yeah, no, I know that guy. Boom. So then I came in. Nobody thought I was going to win. They all thought it was going to be the fucking quarterback. And I just rolled in with my fucking Ray-Bans and was like, what's up? I won. Bam. And then the pretty attractive girl won prom queen. And then did we awkwardly dance? Did we awkwardly dance in the center of the auditorium for 5 minutes? Yeah, we did. Did she have a look of terror on her face the whole time? Yeah, she did. Okay, was she looking over to her friends like, please God, get me out of here? This is horrible. Yeah, she was. But you know what? Still won. That was probably the most awkward dance of my entire life, because they make you slow dance in front of the whole school, or in front of the whole prom, whatever. And she was so embarrassed. And she was, because she didn't shut the fuck up the whole time. She just kept speaking the whole time. Like, oh my God, this is so weird, isn't it? Like, I can't believe they made me. This is so weird. And I'm like, hey, can you be fucking cool? This is my moment. All right? You're ruining my moment. So I'm going to need you to pipe down and just hold your cool a little bit. If you're going to be the queen, you got to have the composure of a queen. You know? Don't fucking ruin this for me. Because I will go on the morning announcements tomorrow and I will trash you. I will slander you in front of the whole school. I have that power, okay? I control the media. I didn't even realize it at the school. I should have wielded my power more. Be like, dude, I control the media. All right? Here's our new agenda. Yeah, they had news that they were going to pump out every morning. Oh, the fucking girls volleyball team won last night. No. I should have been spreading my own agenda out there. Be like, yeah, the girls volleyball team won last night. Also vote for me for prom. Vote for me for prom. Tayler Yarish. I didn't know what I had. Anyway, all that to say, did I peak in high school? Maybe. I don't think I did. Because look at me now, doing a podcast by myself in Queens. Anyway, that flew by. That's the podcast this week. Have a great week. Go buy some M&Ms. M&Ms. Go buy some. I'm telling you, it was all a ploy to get us to purchase more M&Ms. But we'll see. That's the podcast this week. Thanks for listening. Our last Yarbar show was pretty flippin' awesome. The next one, tickets are on sale right now. Lineup is going to drop probably by the time this is out. 3 of you care. You'll either come or you won't. That's the podcast. Peace out.